check this thing out. If you guys have not seen my Liquidlogic Sweet Ride review, I will leave a link at the end of this video and a link in the description to go over that. But I wanted to show you guys the Hot Whip. So what Liquidlogic has done, they've released 2 kayaks, 2 half slices, believe it or not, and they are drastically different boats. They are not the same kayak, so don't get confused that they're like a large and a small. They're not. So let me just go ahead and throw the specs up and go over the specs with you guys. So the Hot Whip comes in as overall length. It comes in at 8 feet long. It's 26.5 as far in its widest point. It's 62 gallons of volume. There's not a small, medium, large as of right now. It comes in, they're claiming the weight limit is 120 to 240, which is a lot of different, that's a drastically different in weight range. The overall weight is 42 pounds, which I think is right on because it's very light to carry this thing around. Cockpit dimensions, you know, 35 by 20, you know, roundabout somewhere in there. So yeah, there's the overall specs of this thing. So let me go ahead and break down the actual design for you guys. So what is the Hot Whip? Well, what Liquidlogic has done, they released the Sweet Ride, which is more of a river runner half slice, and this is a river running slash play everything, splat everything, stern stalls, flat water, you name it, half slice. This will fall somewhere in between like the Firecracker Antics too. For me, I think that's where this boat kind of falls. You can see what they've done here. They went back with this swallowtail design. Really like that. Drain plug, I covered that in my Sweet Ride. It is in a kind of a weird spot there, but you know what? It actually works very well. It's a rubberized drain plug. It's tapped. It doesn't get in the way of the hand when you're grabbing it there. Very nice how they did that. I actually thought that was dumb at first, but after using it, I think it works pretty good. Just so you guys know, check these bolts out. If you guys are interested in some TK bolts, I'll leave a link to Matt where he sells these things if you guys want to customize your bolts. But here's an interesting thing. So moving up to the graphic, guys, check this thing out. I love this graphic, colored graphics, cool name, you know, the Hot Whip, and it's got the 8-ball in the middle there. Jalapeno pepper is what it looks like. This is not a mold-in graphics. This actually is the same thing that, you know, they wrap kayaks. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the fishing kayaks that are wrapped. It's kind of the same thing, and I've seen this stuff. It scratches, but it does not peel off if it's applied correctly and it's on there good, which I think they did a good job because I've been paddling this boat pretty hard and, you know, it has not came off at all. So yeah, so moving on up, you can see the volume here. You can see how thin this comes down, widens out, but look at how it transitions here. The Sweet Ride was a little more bubbled out, and that's why it didn't like stern stall as easy as this. This is very thin and has a point that comes out right there. And it has volume up here for balance, and I think that works really well, that volume. Adjustable seat, these 2 bolts here, 2 bolts on that side. Access to the stern, you have a little accessory loop here. One thing that I had found with this boat, I've been paddling this kayak, and I actually added foam back here because I had found the seat moves from side to side while I'm stern squirting. It kind of floats a little bit when it gets wet under and it moves around, so I foamed out. I don't know if you can see in the camera there. Hip pads here, adjustable thigh hooks with a ratcheting back band, throw rope holder right here, foam wall, see down in there, I put the foam on there, and an adjustable bulkhead. Molded in wall holder here, grab handle here, big metal grab handles. Liquidlogic has some of the best grab handles out there in my opinion. So yeah, there's a quick rundown of the deck. Let me go ahead and roll it over and show you guys the hull. All right, so we got it rolled over here. Let me show you guys this. And if you're noticing, look at how flat this area is here, and they do have a rail that runs all the way the entire length of the hull, which, you know, I love my rails that run the entire length. I go on about that. Flat area up here, and it's very spooned. The rocker seriously is about from here to here, and it's a very flat, if you look at this edge, it goes down and it kind of lifts up, and it's tapered in right there, but it's not super tapered and super rounded off. It flattens out, and it's a very nice edge in my opinion. Rocker starts about right here to right here, and on an 8-foot kayak, that's a lot of rocker right there. And it's kind of narrow right up here in this front. It's not like the widest of boats in this area. You can see right here that it's narrowed out. And this comes in 3 colors. This is called Venom, but it comes in shark blue, and I think the other one's called gold. You guys leave in the comments below what you think of this boat, if you paddle one, what your opinion is on it, or if you're thinking about getting one and you got any questions, feel free to ask, and I can kind of do the best I can to help you guys out. So that's all I got today on the Liquidlogic Hot Whip. Let's get out of here. Woo!